Good evening and welcome to the Braves Fieldhouse. We're at Bonner Springs High School for tonight's Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week and a big-time girls 5A matchup in the state of Kansas, as you've got DeSoto on the road taking on number 10 Bonner Springs. As we welcome you inside the renovated Fieldhouse, Kevin White, Michael Watson, Dion Clisso, your announcers. Big-time girls matchup as mentioned. And Bonner Springs has one of the best players in the city who we'll see momentarily, but this is a team that's had trouble with DeSoto. DeSoto beat them twice last year as they went to the state tournament. Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile, and let's get to Kenzie Farmer. Top scorer for the Wildcats, averaging 14 points, 4 rebounds, and leads the team with 3 assists. She was first team all-conference, also a volleyball player for the Wildcats. And the player we were talking about earlier in the open is a player that's headed to the SEC, Mariah Noel, 6-foot senior going to the University of Mississippi. 28 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, leads her team in both those categories. And she's over 1,000 points scored in her career. It's a good one here in Bonner tonight. DeSoto and Bonner girls 5A action on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. And we're back with the lineups and opening tip right after this. Welcome back to Bonner Springs High School for the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. It's the Frontier League against the United Kansas Conference. As you take a look at DeSoto head coach in his 8th year, Ryan Roby, and he's taken his team to state 4 times. This is his 8th year. His team went 15-8 last year, and his team at 12-6, 10-5 in the UKC. Got a win Tuesday night in Topeka at Topeka West. And as far as his lineup goes, his lineup will consist of Tower, Farmer, Carpenter, Conley, and O'Brien. And there's Peyton Leslie, former Schlegel Stallion, played for Chuck Miner back in his high school days, won 2 state titles there before becoming an All-American at Grandview University. And he has taken his team to state in his first year. He's in his 3rd year coaching the team, but his team one of the top teams in the city at 15-2, and the top team in the Frontier League. And here's one of the top players in the entire city, Noel. She's headed to Ole Miss. Her college coach will be here tonight to watch her recruit play. And the lineup for the Braves will be Leslie, the coach's daughter, Anderson, a 3-point shooter, Noel, who's averaging 28 per game, and there's Mackenzie Campbell and Ren Van Cleve. So they are number 10 in the Super 25 8-10 varsity poll. So these teams both feel like they have a chance to get to state. So this is a big-time matchup. And Michael Watson, you get to take a look at this Mariah Noel. She is some kind of player.
No, she really is. Going to Ole Miss, she has all the intangibles, especially this summer watching her play. You can see why she was a big-time recruit. She's one of those players who can go get her own at any time.
Now, she's 6 foot, but she handles the ball.
Exactly.
And she can score from all 3 levels. So she is a very exciting player to watch, and somebody may win a Dorena Award. Your officials tonight, Isaac Gardner, Jerry Glavin, and Jackson Powers. The Braves in the home whites, road green for DeSoto, and Noel wins the opening tap. And Bonner Springs will run the first set against a man-to-man defense. And here's Noel taking it to the right side, spinning off, tip try, no. She got her own miss. Can't hit from close in, but the Braves will get another possession. Offensive rebound by Van Cleve, and there's Noel from downtown.
And you see the activity, 6 feet, so she can impact the glass on the rebound and in. That time knocking down a 3 from deep.
Good defense there by Ren Van Cleve, who knocked it out. DeSoto will keep at the baseline.
Well, take a look just at the activity down low. Finally, the kick out. And you can't leave the best player in the gym wide open. Noel makes him pay.
And Soto comes up empty on their first possession, as here is the coach's daughter. That is Kirsten Leslie. And she'll drive and draw a foul and shoot 2.
Fouls on Ava O'Brien.
They gave Ava O'Brien her first foul, junior forward. Now the coach's daughter, a junior, good 3-point shooter, averaging 9 points per game, goes to the stripe. Kirsten leads the team in 3-point makes. And good foul shooter as well. And a 5-0 start for the home team.
We see a little 2-2-1 full court press against DeSoto.
And looks like they're dropping into a zone defense. Here's Mackenzie Farmer with the runner, and Noel rips away the rebound. Quick outlet now to Leslie. Trying to find her running mate Anderson. Now back out to Van Cleve for 3. In and out.
Well, you see already, Braves are trying to push the tempo every single time they can. Not afraid to shoot their 3 on the break as well. He's got a hold out top against Anderson.
And Anderson will get her first whistle of the night. The freshman is fighting ankle problems, but
Her first one.
fighting through it. As we check in now with our sideline reporter, here's Dion Clisso.
Well, guys, you can see I have my back to the basket. We've got a ton of room in on the baseline here, which is a real deep shooting background. And I wonder, with this really well-lit gym, Bonner Springs is like they shoot it a little bit better off and on. Michael, that'd be a question for you. Would you like shooting in a gym like this?
That is a great point. Dion is missed down low, and she's out of bounds.
And
Van
they
Cleve.
said the timeout was called before Van Cleve
Oh, wow.
hit the sideline there, or the baseline, I should say. And it'll be Bonner Springs ball. Yeah, they've done some renovations here. This is the Bonner Springs YMCA. They've done some painting and done some lighting here. Let's go back to that last play here as Coach Roby is protesting this. You make the call, Michael.
Yeah, he's down, but
Well, see, her back is out of bounds
out of
there,
bounds,
but
maybe
Coach Leslie got the
coach is
timeout.
calling. Yeah, I think that's what it was. The coach can call a timeout. How they're able to hear him, I'm not sure, but he gets the timeout. But to Dion's point, whenever you have a deep backdrop with the glass backboard, it is a difficult place to shoot, especially when you're shooting anywhere but right on top of the key. So let's see how that impacts DeSoto tonight.
Soto showing some backcourt pressure. It's broken. Anderson, a good 3-point shooter at the right wing. Noel, it's kind of a combo player. She's posting here and not calling for the ball. Her teammates don't dial her up. Now this one off the leg and a turnover. That was Campbell, just hit her in the back of her sneaker. And that'll be a Bonner turnover. 3-point try, head on, in and out as Violet Conley 0 for 2 from downtown. Now the steal by Kenzie Farmer.
Yeah, Farmer staying down there, attacking defensively and offensively, trying to get something going for DeSoto.
Wildcats trying to find some offense. Farmer back irons it. Rebound by Anderson.
Yeah, good rebound by Anderson, the guard. And look at this.
Leslie ahead of the pack. Now the defense able to get in there. There's a foul coming up. Looks like the defender took the worst of that in drawing the foul as Leslie back to the free throw line.
Well, the Braves are going to push the tempo every time they get. And Leslie, good job of creating the contact and drawing the foul.
Gave the foul to Violet Conley. Her first. Leslie 2 for 2. Make it 3 for 3 for the junior guard. Honorable mention, All Frontier last year. Also gets 3 steals per game. This team only won 7 games last year, so it's been quite a turnaround as they come in at 15-2. And number 10 in the 8-10 varsity poll for girls high school basketball in the metro area.
Yeah, Braves back into a 2-3 zone. Darren DeSoto to shoot. If you see, the middle of that zone is wide open. You get the ball inside out.
Farmer drive and kick.
Good kick.
And the 3 coming up short. offensive rebound put back, no. And the Braves out and running again. It's the guard combination of Anderson and Leslie. Now Noel gets it in the corner.
Good kick.
Skipping to Anderson for three. Gets her own miss, follows her shot, finds Campbell underneath. Textbook basketball, timeout DeSoto.
Man, gotta box out, secure the rebound if you're DeSoto. Good job by Anderson. This is the shot, but stays with it. Long shot, long rebound. No one comes to get it, but watch the drop off down low to Campbell for the bucket.
Once again, the Braves were 0-2 last year against the DeSoto girls. So they've got a little chip on their shoulder. They're playing on their home floor. They had no games this week prior to tonight's game. DeSoto had a road game Tuesday in Topeka, which they won. They come in at 12-6, 10-5 in the league. Bonner has come off a nice winning streak. Our two losses were to Topeka High School and Frontenac by one as they blew an 18-point lead in that ball game. Let's see what DeSoto has out of the timeout.
Well, the Braves are staying in the 2-3 zone. Here's a wide open three.
Farmer comes up short, but got her own miss. Good offensive rebound. Van Cleve knocking it out at the baseline. It'll stay with DeSoto. And we get Chastity Sambol, a freshman, checking in. Leslie will check out for Bonner Springs. She's another guard off the bench of Coach Leslie. Amanda Tower has checked in, so we got the twins in this game. Tower, twin of Addison Tower. Yeah, so both good three-point shooters for this DeSoto squad who really needs a bucket, but three out of the corner, in and out. Yes, that time that was Matt Carson coming off an ACL injury last year. And now the steal. Good defense there by the Wildcats. As the shot is blocked underneath. As a good steal by Quinn Carpenter here.
Yeah, good job overplaying on Noel. Good job getting the passing lane, and what a pump fake.
Noel got the foul, yeah. Tower with a good ball fake, and she'll shoot free throws, the junior guard.
They called a foul on that?
Yep. And one of the, or Ava, I believe, yeah, that's Amanda Tower. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So 1 out of 2 by Tower. Ava O'Brien wears 34. There's Noel drawing a double team. Now Noel got her pocket picked by Carpenter.
That's good defense on ball.
And Noel 9 Tower as Bonner sets up their zone defense, leading 9-1.
They got away with a walk right there. Good defense.
Carly Tuttle has checked in the game, so Coach Roby looking for some answers from his players coming off the bench as they go to Carson underneath. And she's double teamed and then stepped out. Turnover, DeSoto.
That's great defense from the Braves. You see Noel was upset, and she got her pocket picked on the other end of the floor. That time, stepping up the defensive intensity and causing that turnover.
Noel, like she does, she handles the ball. She gets 4 assists per game. She leads the team in that category. Racing down the right avenue, banking, not this time. And DeSoto has the rebound and the push with Farmer. Need to get Farmer going. She's their top scorer.
Has a couple of good looks, and here's another steal out top.
Van Cleve has played some great defense for Bonner Springs. Passes it inside off the shin of her teammate. But the Braves somehow come away with it. And seen some crazy passing early on. Here's Kenzie Farmer back the other way, and she'll draw the Van Cleve foul and shoot free throws.
Yeah, good job pushing the tempo. You got to get something going to the rim. If not, get a foul, get to the line, try to get your rhythm.
And Van Cleve with her first. As you take a look at Kenzie Farmer. Mackenzie is her full name, a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 14 points, 4 rebounds. It's 3 steals, 3 assists. All-conference player last year, getting Division II looks. And also plays volleyball for the Wildcats. And finally in the scorebook, a couple of free throw makes. All the points for the Wildcats coming from the foul stripe tonight. They have not hit a field goal, and we're under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter as Noel working against Farmer. And now a foul on Farmer on a reach-in.
Fouls on Mackenzie Farmer. Her first personal.
Noel, who says her favorite player is Candace Parker, former Tennessee star and then WNBA player, but she also likes Ja Morant as they inbound it, and Mackenzie Campbell with a bank shot in the paint.
That was great execution on the out of bounds as Campbell set a screen, kind of delay cut, banking it off the glass. Here's a 3.
Tower, no good. Farmer, the offensive rebound. And the Wildcats get another look as they work against the zone defense. And Noel gets the steal and takes it to the rim and scores. Mariah Noel.
Nice job. You see that athleticism and that length on the floor. Got the steal. 2 dribbles past half court. She's laying it up. Here's Leslie with the steal.
Now, coach's daughter playing some good defense, spinning into the paint. And a foul coming up on DeSoto. Blocking foul.
Well, take a look, playing the passing lane. Noel right here coming across with the steal, gathers it, but look at this stride from the 3-point line, able to finish.
Well, she was eating up some ground,
yes,
wasn't she?
Yes, she was. That's next level play right there.
Her high game of her career is 40. And she's got over 1,000 points in her career. Can't hit on the mid-range shot. And the ball is saved back into play. Bonner going to get another look. Leslie teeing up a 3. And a rebounding foul on Bonner, as that'll be on Sample, the freshman.
Yeah, Sample that time. I call on the back of the defender. 30 seconds remaining. Let's see if DeSoto can get on the board.
Yeah, they've got all their points from the free throw stripe. As Bonner's defense been pretty tough tonight. Off glass, no good. As Violet Conley still fighting on the inside. And now her teammate comes in, and it's a traveling violation. And DeSoto will turn it over, as that was Ava O'Brien trying to step in and help Violet Conley. Had a lot of white jerseys draped all over. And the DeSoto fans a little grumbly in the crowd right now.
7 seconds.
Here's Noel trying to beat the first quarter buzzer. Out to Leslie for 3. And no good, and that's the end of the first quarter. And it's a good start for the home team here at Braves Fieldhouse, as the Bonner Springs girls top 10 in the 8-10 varsity poll, looking good after 1 on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Next week.
No, I won't be in Piper next week.
And the Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Kevin White, Michael Watson, Dion Clisso after 1 in the girls varsity game. DeSoto trailing by 10 points, and Michael still searching for their first field goal of the game, as they really struggle shooting the ball in the first quarter, but still in the ball game here, only a 10-point lead. As you take a look at Mariah Noel, who's headed to Ole Miss. More than likely going to be a Dorena finalist this year, averaging 28 points per game. She said her college coach, Coach McCune, is supposed to be here. Coach Yo, as they call her. Took her team to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 15 years. And talked to Noel prior to the game. She's going to study new media. As there is the first field goal of the game. Ava O'Brien, the junior forward, with her first points of the game.
Well, good job getting to the middle of the zone and then penetrating, able to get that off the board with the left-hand layup for their first field goal of the game.
Yeah, I think they didn't score a field goal, then they're in big trouble here. And a traveling violation on Leslie. Turnover, Bonner Spring.
Yeah, that's not a travel. It's a great move. The Euro step. Still allowed to take the 2 steps, as long as you don't take 3, but it's called for that travel.
Here's Farmer working it up the floor. She's out there with Conley, Tower, O'Brien, and Carpenter. Carpenter's mom was a Division II All-American. And there's a 3 by Addison Tower.
Well, let's see if that can get DeSoto going. The Wildcats been struggling the last couple of possessions. Here's a near steal, Anderson, and she gets pushed.
And it'll be the second foul on Mackenzie Farmer, as she was providing some backcourt pressure and receives her second foul. And she is the leading scorer for DeSoto. You don't want to see her in foul trouble. But a quick 5-0 run, and now Farmer will check out of the lineup. And Cassidy Waite, a senior guard, will replace her. So Coach Roby going to have to sit down his leading scorer for a little while with those 2 fouls.
And she's been playing defense really well out top, especially against Noel. A couple of steals. So that'll be a big loss for her. She has to sit.
But it looks like DeSoto, with that 5-0 run, right back in this ball game after a shaky first quarter. Carpenter plays some good defense on Noel. Noel finding Anderson. Good ball movement. Yeah, Leslie, the 3. And it'll belong to DeSoto as it goes out of bounds untouched.
Well, great ball movement. Got a good open look up top, just not able to knock it down. And like you said, those 2 buckets from DeSoto pulled them right back to within 5. Opportunity to come within 2.
Well, Tower had 17 on the road at Topeka West. She hit a big 3 earlier in the quarter. She lines up another one. Off glass, it counts. Addison Tower.
The bank is open. It's open late night in Bonner Springs. And like you said, it right back to within 2.
You got the Tower twins. Here's Leslie off glass. Nice answer there by Pearson. Leslie.
Yeah, really good answer. Didn't settle for the outside shot that time. Put it on the floor. Able to get the layup to go.
And now Leslie on the defensive end nearly got the steal. Peyton really, or not Peyton is her father. Pearson is the daughter's name. And he's got a daughter playing in Oklahoma, Lakaya, and also a 7th grade daughter, Sky, who's coming up and will follow in Pearson's shoes. Dad, once again, a star for the Schlegel Stallions back in the day, and a runner. How about Tower really heating up?
Well, they finally got it going.
And a backcourt foul, and it's going to be on Quinn Carpenter.
Foul's on Quinn Carpenter. Her first personal.
I like the defense she's playing, and now checking in will be the other twins. So you got 8 points right out of the gate by Addison Tower, and now here comes her twin sister Amanda onto the floor. And now Noel getting some good defense by Carpenter, and here's Anderson's 3. No. Van Cleve the offensive rebound inside Samble, and she is fouled on the play, as they'll get Ava O'Brien with the foul, and free throws coming up here for Chastity Samble, a freshman guard.
Her second personal. Chastity Sample on the line, shooting 2.
That was a 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and then Addison Tower happened to start the second quarter. And she rocketed to an 8-point start to her second quarter and got her team back. As you take a look at Samble, a 5'9" freshman guard. She'll have one more free throw coming. One
Missed
out of
that
two.
one.
Carson gets the rebound, the senior, coming back from that torn ACL, playing with that big metal brace on her leg. Runner, no good, but she is fouled. And this is the other twin, so the Towers making their impact here in the second quarter.
The first personal.
As they whistle the foul on Mackenzie Campbell. Well, we've seen Addison with a great start to the second quarter. This is her twin sister. And Michael, let's see. These girls identical, pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah.
I've got
Definitely.
enough problems to deal with. Identical twin. There they are, right there, back to back.
That's a nice shot right there.
Yeah. So how about the Tower sisters really doing damage here, and they've brought their team back. They're within one after trailing by 10 points to end the first quarter. Noel, see if she can get going, but I'm telling you, this Carpenter girl is doing a heck of a job, a 5'9" sophomore defensively on her. Van Cleve for deep, not close. Campbell tried to stick it back, and it was touched and knocked last by, well, the official said it's Bonner Springs ball.
Yeah.
Soto thought they had it there.
Said it was tipped right there on the shot attempt, but it'll stay with the Braves.
Braves will play it in. Van Cleve headed to Johnson County Community College to play volleyball. And the ball was tipped and went off the back of the glass. It'll be another inbound play by Bonner Springs. Van Cleve, one of the better athletes on the squad here, as Campbell the miss. Nice rebound there by Carson.
Well, they're doing a great job on Noel. I always have a couple of players knowing where she is at all times and making it difficult for her to get off any easy shots.
Inside, Conley finding Tower for three. And a rebound secured by Van Cleve halfway through your second quarter, but we've got a ball game now after looking like a Bonner runaway through the first quarter. Coming up at halftime, we got your Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers, highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. Noel spins a pass out, stolen by Carson. Carson, a rebound and a steal on the last two possessions. One of the senior leaders for DeSoto. Give and go to Carpenter. Spinning in, assist by Conley.
And look at that.
And the first lead of the game by DeSoto comes halfway through the second quarter, and we get a timeout for Bonner.
Well, it looked like it was going to be a runaway for the Braves, but what a comeback by DeSoto. Just chipping away at the lead. Take a look at the couple of buckets right here on the break. Good job moving the basketball, and watch this cut right here. Nice get and go for the bucket, and Carpenter able to score that, and a timeout called by Bonner Springs.
Quinn Carpenter's mom, Emily Bloss, was her maiden name. She starred at Emporia State. She's in the Kansas Basketball Hall of Fame, and she was an All-American and a National Division II Player of the Year. So good genes for Quinn Carpenter, who's also a soccer player. And Coach Roby says number 20 in green going to be playing a lot more for us. She didn't start earlier in the year, but she's earned more and more time, and she's doing a good job on Noel. She's got those long arms that's giving Noel problems.
And being physical with her as well, something that I know a lot of teams probably would try to avoid, but she's been physical. She's going out there and she's competing.
Bonner Springs Pep Man entertaining the folks here on a busy week in Kansas City. Little Super Bowl parade, little Valentine's Day. Is that why you're yawning a little bit there? You've had a rough week.
Well, it's been a 50-minute drive out here, so it's
There was no traffic, was there?
yeah, there was all kinds of traffic. You got jokes.
Well, we've got a clock malfunction, it looks like. So
Yeah, the clock right here in the middle above the floor is delayed, and the clocks on the walls, they're actually correct. So it's 3:41 remaining in the game. I mean, half, I'm sorry.
out of the Braves timeout as they work against a 2-3 DeSoto zone, but DeSoto with their first lead of the ball game. Here's Anderson down low. Noel posting, now triple teamed, and a foul coming up on Carson as she tried to get a held ball, and they got her for a reach-in foul.
Fouls on Matt Carson, the first personal.
That'll be the first on Mac.
Moran Noel at the line, shooting 1-1.
Take a look right here. Noel gets it down low, and the triple team comes over. And number 3, oh yeah, kind of shoulders her right in the chin.
And Noel, a 71% foul shooter. Can't hit the front end of a 1-and-1. Give it back to DeSoto. Now the steal by Noel. Gonna go one-on-one with Tower, and can't hit the runner. Leslie, the offensive rebound. And rebounded away by Quinn Carpenter, and a travel is called.
They kind of took that step a little bit quick right there. Thought she wanted to make the pass. Good job getting the rebound, but take a look right here. That, yep, switches pivot foot, and then the jump. That's actually a really good call.
Van Cleve gets lined up for a 3. And nice rebound there by Tuttle of DeSoto. As the Wildcats get into their offense. They wanted a travel call there on Tuttle. Nothing coming. Carson, the 3, comes up short. Noel rebounds the air ball and runs it back the other way, and is fouled in the act of shooting. And Noel will be back to the free throw stripe to shoot 2.
Well, you just see the speed that she has, able to rebound the ball and then start their break on her own at 6 feet. She's just quicker than everyone on the floor.
Tower with her first foul, 19th foul. As this was a shooting foul for Mariah. It was the MVP in the Tonganoxie tournament, which the Braves won. She's a team captain and just went over the 1,000-point mark earlier in the season for her career. And her season high 40 earlier this year.
A 2-3 zone for the Braves of Bonner Springs.
Matt Carson down the baseline, double team. Well, let's see if they can get Kenzie Farmer going. Here's Tower for 3. She had the hot start with 8 points in the quarter. Got her team right back in the ball game after scoring 17 in Topeka. Noel with a runner in the paint.
Oh, what great body control by Noel. Coming full speed.
And now a reach-in foul as Farmer was being defended out front there, and I think it's on Noel. That is 2 on her.
Oh, take a look right here. Off the rebound. No one picks up the basketball, but watch her body control. Nice float game for Noel. I think it's called for the foul. That is 2 on her.
Here's Tower. Her 3 is down. Tower on fire.
Man.
11 points in the quarter. Her third 3 of the quarter.
Yeah, she is not messing around. Put DeSoto on her back so far.
And she ties the game at 20. Under 2 to play before halftime. What's Noel got for an answer? Spinning, falling, shooting. Can't hit. Rebound taken by Carpenter. DeSoto with numbers here. Carpenter will attack. Throw up a wild shot. And she's rescued by Violet Conley, and then Violet is fouled underneath. 2 shots for Violet Conley of DeSoto. Well, Carpenter threw up a ill-advised shot, but her teammate bails her out and draws the foul. Foul will be on Campbell, her second. As Violet, one of the best rebounders on the team. Actually, she leads the team in rebounding. She has 10 rebounds per game to go along with her 10-point average. Second team all-league, very hard-working player. coaching staff says. 1 out of 2, and DeSoto surging in front as we approach halftime. Boys varsity game to follow in this Frontier League against the UKC. Nifty moves by Noel. Good find to Campbell.
Nice move and pass by Noel. Campbell right there on the receiving end.
And back and forth we go. Bonner back in front. Inside, Conley, little give and go to Tower. Ball movement is good. And here's Tower going off glass. That was Addison with the runner that was unsuccessful. Now Noel quickly into the front court, bodying defenders. Van Cleve open for 3. Yes!
Nice. And you see that's all caused by Noel drawing the defense. She literally draws a triple team, finds the open man and knocks it down.
Let's see if the Wildcats want to hold for the final shot of your second quarter. We're down by 10 at the end of the first quarter, but now they're back in it. High post, Conley puts it on the floor. Kick out. Tower had the hot hand.
Whoa,
it continues.
Let's go.
Addison Tower had 17 points on the road in the capital city, and they said that was one of her best games of the year. How about 14 in the quarter with 4 threes, and her team is back in this ball game on the road at Bonner Springs. We got a good one tonight on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. As we check in now with Dion.
Well, here with Coach Leslie, you got a real good run out there in the first quarter, but they came firing back. You probably knew you were going to be in for a dogfight, and they're starting to hit shots, and you guys are starting to hit shots.
Yeah, we just got to guard at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Our defense isn't where it should be right now, so got to guard a little better.
Well, the first quarter you were stepping in passing lanes a little bit better, and that kind of got your offense going, didn't it?
Yeah, and that's our deal. You know, our defense leads to our offense. So if we're not guarding, then we got to guard, got to get stops.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Dion. We are at Hy-Vee at the half, and we've got a good one here tonight. 25-24, and a second quarter shootout with the home team by a point as you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Getting ready for the start of the third quarter between Bonner and DeSoto. Girls varsity action. Michael, take a look at those numbers. The shooting numbers not that great, but DeSoto did heat up in the second quarter. Those 4 threes by Tower.
And that's the difference in the ball game right there. After being down 13-3, they went on a 18-9 run to pull to within 1. Great job. Let's see if they're able to continue here in the second half.
We are underway, third quarter. Bonner, the home team in white, to run the first set. As the lineup will be Leslie, Anderson, Noel, Van Cleve, and Campbell. 3 long. Campbell to stick back.
Well, that's a pass right there. That she get an assist for that one. And Campbell right there, right place, right time for the putback.
Tower, Farmer, Carpenter, Conley, and O'Brien on the floor in green. From the UKC, kick is the call on Noel as we check in with Dion.
Well, guys, I had a chance to talk with Coach Roby, and he said he definitely liked the second quarter much better than the first. And the big thing he brought up was the ball was sticking on offense. They weren't moving the ball around, and once they got their ball movement down, they started hitting some shots. I think they became a little more accustomed to the rims. I asked him about the depth of the rims. He said that might be an issue too, but they looked pretty comfortable there in the second quarter.
All right, thanks, Dion. Tower, the miss of the 3, but she was on fire in the second quarter and brought her team back. As ball is worked around this zone defense employed by Bonner Springs. Violet Conley working the baseline. Back inside to O'Brien. Good defense by Van Cleve and Campbell. And the Wildcats will keep at the baseline.
Well, you see the ball moving already just from that possession against the zone, trying to get it go side to side and find those lanes where you're able to penetrate.
Farmer inbounding. See if they can get Tower. Another look at 3. Real patient set shown by DeSoto. Here's their leading scorer, Farmer. can't hit the runner. Nice offensive rebound by O'Brien. You saw her tap it back out earlier. This time she goes and gets the rebound. The ball is tied up. The arrow will go to DeSoto.
Good defense that time by Noel. Just being a pest on the ball. Take a look right here. Not allowing her to get out of that trap easily. Nice no call by the officials, allowing the ladies to play.
And Van Cleve has done a good job defensively tonight for Bonner. Knocks it out. Ren Van Cleve going to Johnson County Community College in Overland Park to play college volleyball. Towers 3 short. And scramble for the rebound. And the ball is tied up. This time the arrow will go to the home team, Bonner Springs. They play out of the Frontier League. They're tied with Spring Hill at the top of the Frontier League. DeSoto plays in the United Kansas Conference, a big conference. And they like to play home and away, so they are 10-5 conference-wise, 12-6 overall. Noel finds Van Cleve all the way over to Anderson for the open 3. And another rebound job by Ava O'Brien, doing it on both ends. Tower had it partially blocked, it looked like. And Bonner has the loose ball. Anderson, double dribble is the call at midcourt.
A good call by the official. Anderson kind of caught on her leg just a little bit and turns it over. Neither team shooting particularly well tonight, so it may be the first team to heat up like we saw in that second quarter who might pull this one out.
Carpenter, watched by Leslie. Now they go to a posted Ava O'Brien, out to Carpenter for 3. And the long rebound in the arms of Van Cleve, who's getting double teamed in backcourt. Now Noel,
triple team,
will rescue her. Leslie, off the glass 3, not there. And back come DeSoto. Farmer. They get it back to Kenzie, and she can't hit. And Van Cleve, another rebound for the Braves. It's like DeSoto playing man-to-man defense as Noel down the baseline, and she'll draw the foul. And that'll be on Addison Tower. 2 shots or non-shooting? No, they say it is a 2-shot situation for Noel.
On the floor, get up, get up.
Well, I beg your pardon. I stand corrected.
On the floor, yeah.
Yeah. Noel was faking me out there by standing at the free throw stripe, so I got faked out as Van Cleve can't hit the 3-pointer. And back comes DeSoto. Still trying to find their first points of the third quarter. Farmer, down low, Conley, turnaround shot. And Campbell the rebound, and then she's tied up.
That was a quick jump ball, but great job coming over for the jump ball. Violet Conley. Take a look at it right here. Initially, I thought that was McKenzie's ball, but Conley coming over to tie it up.
Tower with a runner, and she is kind of hip checked there by Mackenzie Campbell. That will be Mackenzie's 3rd, so that's going to be a big foul. As Addison Tower, the game's leading scorer, goes to the free throw stripe. I promise you, she's shooting 2. She's the game's leading scorer. Remember, Addie came in, a junior, averaging 8 points, 2 rebounds. Tuesday night, she scores 17. Tonight, she's got 15. She is on a scoring stretch. 16 game-high points for the junior guard and twin, Addison Tower. And she will check out of the lineup. And Matt Carson back in. Basket go right down to the wire. You can also see both these teams in the 5A state tournament. Van Cleve's bank shot coming up short. Conley quickly back the other way. Scores in the paint. Violet Conley.
That's a good job by Conley pushing it up. No one picks up the basketball. Nice floater in the lane.
And DeSoto back in front. And now the steal. That is Amanda Tower, who's checked into the lineup. So DeSoto the lead and the basketball. About halfway through the third quarter. Low scoring game. This is the other Tower twin. Conley saves it back in. Can't hit from close range. And Kenzie will play it out and reset the offense. Matt Carson for three. Rattling off, no, and Noel. The rebound and the push for the Braves. Stop and go. And drawing a foul, it's going to be on Quinn Carpenter.
Fouls on Quinn Carpenter for second personal.
That's 2 on the sophomore guard. Non-shooting foul as it'll be Braves ball at the baseline. Van Cleve will send it in. Leslie all the way to the rim.
That was just too easy. Right down the middle of the lane for the layup. It's like DeSoto thought play hadn't started yet.
Backdoor cut and a travel. Whistled on Ava O'Brien.
Well, take a look at the last bucket. Watch this nice move, and
where's the help defense?
No one comes over to help, and I know Leslie was surprised. She was there wide open.
Well, the coach's daughter has 8 points. And back in front goes Bonner. Here's Noel going to work and scoring off the glass. She just kind of worked her way around the defense. And now she has double figures with 11, averaging 28 per game.
Yeah, so smooth with the ball off the dribble.
Carson. Now they get it out to Tower. Puts up a runner. And it's no good. Basket will not count. Offensive foul on Tower.
That was a great job stepping in and taking the charge. Take a look right here. Watch this. Oh, man, textbook charge right there, taking it flat. And yeah, Van Cleve with the charge. That's a good call.
2 fouls now on Tower. Amanda. Got to designate the twins, Addison and Amanda. Now Noel finding Van Cleve from 17, buries it from the left wing.
That's what Van Cleve can do. She can knock it down. Gotta love the unselfish play.
And back to a big lead in this one at 5 for Bonner Springs. And now DeSoto turns it over as they try to corner past to Tuttle, and she couldn't catch it. Give it back to Bonner, who surged in front. And now DeSoto needs a timeout as Bonner is starting to gain some momentum here in the third quarter as we check in with Dion.
Well, guys, so one thing I'm noticing on the defensive end for DeSoto, they're trying to make the choice. Do they double Noel and leave somebody wide open for a 15-foot jump shot, or do they go one-on-one and let her attack the basket with that quick first step? And I'll tell you, some incredible body control to be able to move through and make that last layup.
Well, that's her calling card, Dion. I mean, she can really handle the ball. She's a great passer, talking about Noel, who's headed to Ole Miss in the SEC. Big-time scorer, averaging 28 per game, season high and career high this year, 40 points her senior year. I think it was against Leavenworth. She has 11 to lead Bonner in scoring. Leading scorer for DeSoto with 16 is Addison Tower. 14 coming in the second quarter alone, as here's Noel. Up the floor. Good ball movement. Sambo, baseline three is good.
That was great job. Sambo from the corner, knocking that down, and just like that, back out to an 8-point lead for the Braves.
Led by as many as 10 in your first quarter. And there's a nice answer by Kenzie Farmer, who's been pretty quiet tonight, fighting some foul trouble. That's her first three of the night. And how about Sample? She's making the defense pay, man. Back-to-back triples for the freshman guard for Bonner Springs.
Well, you gotta love the fact that Noel came right back to her. You hit one, I'm going right back to the well. Sambo knocking another one down from deep.
Meredith Billings in the lineup now for Bonner Springs, as here's Addison Tower taking it inside and draws the foul.
Well, take a look at it right here. Good job skipping the ball over. Anderson finds Sambo, able to knock that first one down. And then Noel, knowing she just hit it, said, hey, shoot it again, freshman. That time knocking down her second three on consecutive possessions.
And Tower now has matched her point total from Tuesday night in the win at Topeka West, 43-36. She's got 17 again. That 8-point average of hers is going up quickly. As 18 for also a volleyball player. Addison Tower, 5'4", a junior guard. As we're under a minute to play in your third quarter. Boys varsity game to follow. Now the steal by Addison. She's going to go one-on-one with Noel. Can't hit. And Anderson the rebound for Bonner Springs. Now it's stolen. Here's Farmer. The jumper is good. Mid-range jumper. And Farmer starting to heat up in the third quarter. And the ball stolen there by Carpenter, but apparently she had her foot on the sideline. And it'll be Bonner ball with 26.3 to go in your third quarter. Is good defense by the Wildcats as Carpenter has played a very good game.
Yeah, Farmer able to knock that one down.
Yeah, that was Farmer, I beg your pardon.
Anderson trying to go 1-on-4 that time, splitting the trap. It's a steal. It's Sambo. She's caught in the corner.
Yep, and we'll get a timeout. So it was Carpenter and Farmer with that good defense, and then it was Mackenzie Farmer who hit the shot, and now we get a Peyton Leslie timeout. Once again, he's coaching his daughter, but his other daughter is at Cameron University in Oklahoma. Lakai is a senior, and he's got another daughter coming, seventh grader Sky. How about his run with Chuck Miner and the Stallions of Schlegel? 93, they win the state championship. 94, they're state runners-up. And then 95, they come back and win another state championship. So he had a good run there with the Schlegel Stallions. And now it looks like out of the timeout, I think Coach wanted to diagram something for a final shot here in the third quarter. Sambo's had the hot hand. She's waiting at her spot in the right corner. Let's see if they can get it to her.
7 seconds, crossover, Noel for three.
Comes up short, may have been partially blocked. And now Conley trying to beat the buzzer. Banks it in. It should count. Yes.
It's good.
Violet Conley. It is a 3-point make for the freshman, the junior, ending the quarter as Violet beating the buzzer. 1-point game after 3. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Well, we saw an 8-point lead for Bonner in the third quarter, and just like that, it's down to 1 as they put the final 8 minutes on the board. And what a celebration for Violet Conley. She was no shrinking Violet. She came in strong.
I see what you did there, Kev.
Yeah, well.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, all right. Well, this Fourth quarter should be interesting, as it'll be Bonner basketball to start the fourth quarter as Anderson facing the DeSoto man-to-man defense. Screen for Leslie, and the jumper is down. Kirsten Leslie.
That was a much-needed bucket for the Braves. Coming out and knocking that one down was Leslie.
She's got 10, and now DeSoto sped up and throws it away on their first possession of the fourth quarter. That's not the way Coach Roby wants to start his fourth quarter. An early turnover. Braves get it, 3-point lead as Noel bringing it up. Noel, jumper from 15, rattles home.
I mean, that's just next level play. Whenever you're able to put it on the floor like that and pull up, I mean, that's definitely next level ability that she's shown tonight so far.
She's got 13, Leslie has 10. And now the steal by Anderson. Good start by the Braves, now the steal by Farmer. After the double team is successful. And there she is. Violet Conley heated up. And she had that big three to end the quarter. She's got 8 points, and the defense for the Wildcats creates another turnover. Here's Tower with a bucket. Tower with a season-high 20 points and a 1-point ball game. This one, Bonner looks like they've secured a safe lead. The Wildcats come storming back. Leslie, down low, Campbell. Good ball movement by the Braves. Now Van Cleve, high post, hits the deck. No foul. There was some contact, but the whistle didn't blow. Here's Tower open for three, and the lead! 23 career-high points for Addison Tower.
She is balling right now. The rim looks like the ocean. She's just throwing it in. 5 3-point makes on the night. Here's another
And
turnover.
now she gets the steal. And a foul in the backcourt on Bonner. Now Addison's hurt. She was grabbing her leg there, and her teammates help her up. And she kind of limps toward midcourt. 5 threes, 23 points. Came in averaging 8 points per game. And these last 2 games on the road in Topeka and tonight on the road at Bonner, I bet she doesn't forget those for a long time. As her team in front. After trailing through most of the ball game. Now they work the zone defense. Violet Conley, no, tips it back out. And they'll get another possession, will DeSoto. And driving is Farmer, and it's a travel on Farmer. Turnover DeSoto.
Yeah, second time we've seen that particular call where an offensive player is doing what we call a Euro step, but the official sees otherwise and calls a travel on that play.
Noel working against Quinn Carpenter. Jumps it over to Leslie. Leslie's had a good game. Van Cleve from deep. And the rebound taken by Addison Tower, the game's leading scorer with 23. And see how DeSoto wants to attack the Bonner defense, as now they have a lead in this interconference matchup between the Frontier League with Bonner and the UKC of DeSoto. Ava O'Brien working the baseline, double teamed, and she's tied up. Arrow to DeSoto.
That was a close call. Could have been a foul on Campbell, but jump ball will stay with DeSoto.
Violet Conley's had a strong second half. Farmer starting to heat up. Good ball movement, and they get it inside. Ava O'Brien on the assist by Violet Conley. This might be their biggest lead of the ball game at 47-43. Speaking of DeSoto, and now a throwaway. by the Braves. Leslie tried to stick out her left hand there and catch that bullet pass, and now Bonner Springs, feeling some pressure here in the fourth quarter, will take a timeout in the middle stages of the quarter.
But DeSoto has climbed back in this game and taken the lead. And a lot to do with the way they've moved the basketball. Right here, nice drop off for the bucket. And defensively, they have been all over the place, causing turnover after turnover and getting out on the break. And what can we say about Addison Tower? The night she's having, 23 so far for DeSoto. Right here to kick out, knocking it down. DeSoto storming back when it looked like at the beginning they were going to get run out of the gym for a 4-point lead.
It was a 9-0 start by the home team, Bonner Springs. They ended the first quarter 13-3. 1-point lead at halftime for Bonner Springs, and a 1-point lead after 3 quarters. But the fourth quarter thus far has belonged to the visitors from the Shawnee School District. They share the district with Mill Valley. And the Green Wildcats will have the ball in the backcourt. Violet Conley, a big 3 to end the third quarter. Let's see how Coach Roby wants to attack. They want to run some clock. As we've seen Bonner come out of their zone defense, playing man-to-man. Violet Conley off glass. Wild shot. And the rebound taken by Noel. Outletting now to Samble ahead of the pack. And she'll lay it up and in. Big second half for Chastity Samble.
Yeah, only a freshman. 8 points.
I got 9.
9 points
yeah,
for her?
Yeah, well, I got 2 threes. Oh, you're right, Michael. I beg your pardon, yeah. But she hit a free throw, too.
Yes,
all right, yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah, all right, 9, yeah.
I was wrong. It happened once in 1988, too. I was wrong once before.
How old were you?
1988. I was like 9.
All right.
Hasn't happened since. Probably.
And we're going to get a timeout as Michael finds more times you were wrong in his life between 88 and 2023. As next week we are on the road at Piper. Michael will not make this broadcast. He's got a serious obligation down in Wichita with one of your former players down there.
Yeah, I sure do. Senior night.
So I'll be down there by myself in Piper, just calling the game. Oh, it's a doubleheader too. Oh, good. 6 p.m. and 7:30. Girls, boys. All by myself for 2 games, huh? Great.
Going to be awesome. I believe in you, though, Kev. I know you can pull, if anyone can pull it off, you definitely can. Take a look into the DeSoto huddle right there. Right now, up 2 with 3:31 remaining. Bonner Springs withering away a little bit, turning it over, but nice answer by Sambo to take a look at Coach Leslie for Bonner Springs, number 10 team in the area.
But both these teams, Michael, definitely have a shot at the 5A state tournament, which will be held in Emporia. So this ball game going to go right down to the wire. Last 3.5. What should we expect? And that ball is out of bounds off Tower. That'll be a DeSoto turnover, and you see the rage coming from the DeSoto bench. Coach Roby does not agree with that. And Bonner has it back. Anderson up the floor, and now the steal by Farmer.
Man, she is just picking her pockets anytime she wants.
And Conley the miss, but gets her own rebound, and now they'll get another possession to the Wildcats. As clock going to become very important here. 2-point lead and the basketball. High post Ava O'Brien, the hot hand number 2 with the basketball. 23 career high points tonight after a 17-point game. And here's Ava O'Brien taking the nice pass from Conley and drawing the foul, and will shoot 2. Ava O'Brien.
Well, great ball movement. We talked about it on that break. Nice inside out. The block was good up top by Noel, but that
It
was
gave
a foul.
Van Cleve, yeah.
Van Cleve.
Yeah, Van Cleve got her third, and now Ava O'Brien at the foul stripe. And she rattles it in. Ava O'Brien. So a tennis player and a state qualifier in that event. Had a solid ball game. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 1 for 2 on foul shooting. And now a travel is called on Noel, who's slow to get up off the floor.
And that wasn't a travel. She actually got tripped. So it should have been a foul call, but you can fall with the basketball and it still not be a travel.
There's Farmer, gets a screen high. So a 4-point lead. I think this is the biggest lead for DeSoto in this ball game. Beg your pardon, a 3-point lead. We got 2 scoreboards to work with here. One in front of us is wrong, and then the actual one that is right. So got to make sure they send these 60-year-old eyes to the right one.
My gosh.
And the tower continues to be full of power as she is on fire. 26 game-high points. And she hits her 6th three, Michael.
Well, I was waiting for you to pull the tower full of power out all night long. I was waiting
I'm a little slow.
Yeah, I was waiting. It only took you to the 4th quarter.
All right.
But Tower has been balling all night long.
The Tower of Power, 26 game-high points. Here's Van Cleve, no, off the back iron. And there is Addison, who's having the game of her life after maybe she thought Tuesday was the game of her life with 17, but well, things changed quickly in this game. Traveling violation on DeSoto. So Michael, make sure I'm looking at the right scoreboard here.
Yeah,
we got
51-45.
2 scoreboards with wrong score, one with the wrong score on it. So okay, all right. I'll just look at I'll look at the monitor here. 51-45 is DeSoto. Under 2 to play, boys game to follow, but DeSoto trying to get 2 road wins on the week. Tuesday at Topeka West, tonight at Bonner Springs. Those would be 2 big wins for the Wildcats. Once again, they went to the state tournament, were an 8th seed, so they had to play a high seed, the number 1 seed in Salina Central, and were bounced in the first round. And a 5 count on Addison, pretty much one of her few mistakes tonight. Yes, that will be Bonner Springs ball, Michael. Still plenty of time left.
Well, this is Noel time if you're the Braves. She has to come and get the ball. Anderson is having a problem handling out top.
Farmer all over. Now Noel had it knocked free, but right to Sample, and then a foul on Farmer. Still not a 1-and-1. As ball will be played from the side by the Braves. That is 3, though. Mackenzie got a 2nd foul early on in the ball game, so she's played well with those 2 fouls. She's been a defensive force tonight. Here's Leslie. Her shot on a runner down the right alley, not there. Now Farmer gets it into the front court to Tower, who will use some clock as we approach 1 minute to play in regulation. And DeSoto with the lead and the basketball.
And they're going to use some clock being up 6 right now. Braves going to have to try to cause a steal.
Farmer being bodied by Noel. No whistle. And now we do get a whistle underneath. I think Van Cleve just grabbed O'Brien. That'll be 4 on Van Cleve. No shooting, though, as that's only 16 fouls. So they need another foul to send them to the 1-and-1, and more clock can be burned by the Wildcats. And now they will foul Violet Conley. It'll be on the freshman Sample, and now here's another freshman, Violet Conley. She's 5'10". She's a junior.
Violet Conley at the line, shooting 1-1.
All I keep saying she's a freshman. I beg your pardon. She's a junior. Look at my board, Michael. I got 5'10" freshman / junior. Gee, many Christmas. I got 2 age groups for her. Oh, man. Yep. Me preparing for doubleheaders.
Nice.
And there is Leslie with a big bucket. And we get a backcourt foul on Noel. And a one-on-one at the other end now for DeSoto. So Violet Conley, I've got her with 2 age groups, but she is a junior. She's had a big ball game, hit that big 3 to end the third quarter. Now it'll be Kenzie Farmer. Trying to close this out for a DeSoto road win by hitting free throws. She's been held under her scoring average. She's got 8. Got double figures for the 2 juniors, Tower and Conley. And now 9, and DeSoto looking to close it out and keep the winning ways as Noel with a nice runner, and will get a timeout for the Braves as they're down by 5 with 28 seconds to go. Noel, by the way, with 15 on the night.
Take a look right here. Noel just says, I need to take this one myself. Nice left to right crossover and able to finish. She can do that all night long, but it's been difficult defensively for her as they sent 2 and 3 players at her all night long.
There's a look inside the DeSoto huddle. Coach Roby, felt like this was a very strong team, number 10 in the A-10 varsity poll. This would be a big win for his team. I thought his Wildcats at 12-6 were a little better than their record. They play in a tough conference.
Oh, look at that cutie right there.
Enjoying a Friday night in Bonner Springs. Love the jean jacket.
Aw. Cutie patootie night, Bonner Springs.
Infant fashion night here in Bonner Springs. Boys game coming up as we get ready to finish this one, as it'll be Kenzie Farmer to inbounds against pressure. Let's see if they want to foul quickly or try to go for the steal. And Conley, the junior. Violet will never let me live that down, but I swear on my broadcast board I have 2 age groups for her. Old age setting in. Usually I have the player's class and what position. Instead I've got freshman and junior listed for her, but she is a junior. She's had a big ball game and now hits a clutch free throw as she tries to close out this ball game. Top rebounder on the team. She's got double figures as she's got 12 points. One of the harder workers on the team. 7-point lead, Noel, and she rains in a 3.
That's a big shot.
The door is still cracked open, and now a grab in the backcourt by Farmer. Fans want an intentional foul. The official doesn't seem to be forthcoming with the intentional foul. Here's Noel.
Yeah, pulling up from deep right here and then getting the glass, the love from the home glass. The DeSoto fans not happy with that last foul. They wanted an intentional foul.
Yeah, it's a grab in the backcourt. And it'll send Kenzie Farmer to the stripe to shoot 2 now as it's double bonus time. And Kenzie has now hit double figures. One out of 2. As winding this one down, Noel leaning up a 3, and it comes up short. Ball over to DeSoto, and they're going to keep their winning ways. They swept Bonner Springs last year, and Coach Leslie said we've had a lot of problems with DeSoto, so they were really trying to get this win, and now the DeSoto fans go to the overrated chant as Violet Conley will go to the stripe. DeSoto, they've got a lot of people here tonight. They always bring a lot of people on the road to cheer on their sports. And Violet Conley will go to the line to shoot two, as the YMCA here in Bonner, also known as the Braves Fieldhouse, is filling up for the boys varsity game. As we wind down the final seconds, Noel, who has 18 on the ball game, will finish with 18 as DeSoto Tuesday night wins in Topeka. Tonight they win in Bonner Springs. Couple of big road wins for the DeSoto Wildcats this past week. They go to 13-6, led by a career high game of 26 by Addison Tower. Bonner Springs suffers only their third loss of the year, as they'll be dropping out of the top 10 in the 8-10 varsity poll as they drop to 15-3. As we send it down to Dion with the star of the night, Addison Tower.
Well, Addison, you come in averaging 8 points a game. You had 17 in your last game. You go for 26 tonight. You guys started hitting shots in the second quarter. You had those threes. That's kind of what got you going. How patient were you guys after that bad first quarter?
Oh, we were so patient. We play as a team, and we always wanted to drive to the paint and kick out for those threes, and we played together as a team.
Well, tell me this. The bucket looked huge for you tonight. I mean, is it the best you've ever felt shooting the ball?
Oh, by far. I was so confident.
Congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hy-Vee player of the night, AT, Addison Tower, the twin, the junior, with a game-high 26. Hy-Vee postgame coming up next. Hy-Vee post game and a DeSoto comeback on the road, trailing by as many as 10 in the first half. They come back and win 59-53. Game's leading scorers, Addison Tower with 26. Mariah Noel led the Braves with 18. Special thanks to our school ADs, Michelle Magis of DeSoto, Doug Hitchcock of Bonner Springs. Thanks to our coaches, Coach Roby and Coach Leslie. Our producer, Rick Willoughby. For Michael Watson, Dion Clisso, our entire crew, Kevin White saying so long from the Braves Fieldhouse in Bonner. Final once again in girls varsity action. DeSoto wins their 5th in a row, 59-53, as we say goodnight from Bonner Springs.